What's up guys, I'm Justin and I am here in Cape Town and I'm going to be driving the new Honda Fit, previously known as the Honda Jazz. So yeah, let's go see what the new Honda Fit is all about. Alrighty guys, so I am sitting inside the car because it is freezing outside. Let me tell you about the Honda Fit. So have a look at the interior. It's really nice. I love the steering wheel with this kind of white on it. It's really cool, and that's carried over to here. Wireless Apple CarPlay is great. Sorry, Android users, you have to use your normal cable, but there are two USB ports over there. Digital instrument cluster. Okay, so let me tell you about what I really like design wise. You'll notice that these pillars over here are quite thin, and what they've done is they've actually improved your overall visibility out the front window. So your previous Honda Jazz had about a 69-degree view. This is now 90 degrees, so you really get a nice panoramic style view out the front window. It's also improved structural rigidity. What has also been added to the car is ultra high tensile steel, which they've increased by 18%, so it's safer and more rigid on the road. They've improved steering, they've improved suspension, and now engines. Okay, so this model that I'm driving here and that you see now, the little white one, is the normal 1.5. It's got 89 kilowatts and 145 newton meters of torque. There's a CVT gearbox which has been there's software which allow for like a step, you know, so it sounds like it's got gear changes. There's no gears, it's just a CVT. Yeah, and it's quite zippy, it's quite punchy. I will advise that if you are going to overtake, make sure the road is very clear in front of you. The 145 newtons does struggle a bit, but I reckon if you drive the car how it's supposed to be driven and don't think it's a Type R, then you ace for a way. Other things that you need to know is that the hybrid model, which they call the EHVE, that has a 1.5, but that's only 72 kilowatts, and then an electric motor adds another couple of kilowatts onto that to give you 80 kilowatts. So the hybrid has a torque of around 253 newton meters, which is really impressive, but the engine in that is literally just a generator to charge the battery, so you're always running on battery. And then the little petrol engine, which is also 1.5, just supplies the battery, which then sends power through a lot of interesting engineering to the front wheels. And that's pretty cool. That really charges up quite nicely as you drive, and you can also use some brake force to regenerate some of that battery power. So it's really cool, really interesting. It's first of its kind in its segment. Alright guys, I just got done driving the new Honda Fit. We here in South Africa know it as the Honda Jazz, but they've decided to call it the Fit, which is what they've called it in other markets around the world. I guess it's because it just fits in. That's corny, I'm sorry. Anyways, there's some things I like on the car. I really like the styling. I think it looks fresh, it looks modern, but it's not in your face to be overly futuristic. I like the space inside. It's got the magic seat configuration, which means you can lower them, raise them. I also like the ride quality. It's very comfortable out on the road, not much wind noise. I really like the dashboard, and I like the fact that they've made the A-pillars very thin, but also by doing that they've improved visibility, they've also improved structural rigidity, and the front windshield is really big, so you get a nice panoramic view out of the front. I like the dashboard, and I like the fact that the infotainment screen offers wireless Apple CarPlay across the range. I think that is fantastic in 2021 that we have wireless Apple CarPlay. Sorry, Android users, you still got to use a USB. There are 2 USBs up front, which is really nice. And I love the steering wheel. I really like the steering wheel, and I like the digital instrument cluster. The 1.5 litre engine has undergone some enhancements. It now has a dual overhead cam instead of a single overhead cam. Power delivery is decent for a small 1.5 litre. It's nothing to run home about, and it's very weird driving the hybrid model. I really hope it sells because it really works quite well. I mean, that, like I said, that petrol engine is literally just a generator for the batteries, and I think that is far ahead of anything else in the segment. In fact, it's the only hybrid in its segment, and that in its own just shows Honda's dedication to better fuel consumption and better emissions and an overall sustainable future within the small car segment, because I think that's where the money is. It's all fine and well having these big cars that are battery powered and electric and whatever, but when it comes down to the bread and butter models, it's good to see that these are starting to come into a place like South Africa. There are challenges, but that's for another video. Anyways, and yeah guys, I am now here in Hermanus at the Marina Hotel, and I am gonna call it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.